Hello and welcome to a World Cup game. This is going to be Sweden versus Italy. Representing Sweden is dnicacios. Can't remember exactly how to pronounce that. Playing Phoenix, and representing Italy is Anatrona, also playing Phoenix. So I'm going to have a mirror match here. Let's see if I can open the deck list real quick. Okay. So, ooh, wow, Fire Tensei Initiate already. Just a couple of low-cost characters on this side. So I would probably want to play Tsuki also if he's going to play both of these. But yeah, so I believe he's the Swedish player. Yeah, the Swedish player on the bottom here is playing Dragon Splash. He has 3 Hakta 2 Let Go. He also has 9 conflict characters, which is a little bit interesting. Ooh, wow, Ethereal Dreamer with 3 Fate. His opponent does not have Assassinate, so there is the Tsuki. So now you probably still play Solemn Scholar, right? We'll see. But yeah, he has 3 Kaito Kosori, 3 Seeker of Knowledge, and 3 Shrine Maiden. That is a lot of conflict characters, more than you usually see in Phoenix. Restricted list card is Against the Waves, and wow, he's running no Kanjo District. That is interesting. Other than that, looks pretty okay. His 5-cost slot is a bit odd. He has 2 Kaede, 2 Tadaka, 1 Sukune. And then he also has 2 Fuchicho, so pretty high cost list here for a deck that is not running charge, but we'll see how it goes. I don't think I've ever seen Fuchicho get played actually in a deck that doesn't have charge in it. Ethereal Dreamer used on the Void Ring here. Let's look at the other deck. The other deck is running Lion Splash actually for Ancestor Strength and Legion of 1. Ooh, interesting. That deck has 3 Fuchicho, but is also running Against the Waves. I'm even more surprised that this deck doesn't have charge. It looks like mostly low-cost characters, though, so that's probably why. The only high-cost characters are the 3 Fuchicho and 2 Azunami, the Elemental Master of Water. And the Fire Tensei Initiate is going to attack water here, finds Shameful Display. Okay, so water seems like it telegraphs either a bonsai or a feral ningyo, more likely. Ooh, no defense, interesting. Yeah, I think this is definitely a feral ningyo. But again, the Swedish player has a lot of conflict characters in the deck, so probably we'll just be able to play one here and then use Shameful. So I think he should be fine. The other thing here is that the Water Ring does literally nothing except... Oh, no, it doesn't. It honors Tsuki. So that's what he's going for here. So it's basically a Fire Ring, but it goes off even if you lose the conflict, so I guess that's fine. It also lets him play the Ningyo, which is pretty good. Yeah, he does have a Shrine Maiden going to find Clarity of Purpose, Assassinate, and Seeker of Knowledge. Adds Clarity of Purpose to the hand. We see, ooh, Benten's Touch is going to honor the Fire Tensei Initiate. That seems bad, right? Because now you just Shameful Display. Let's see what else he has here. So he's one off breaking. So the thing is, now the Swedish player can just go Void Ring and kill Tsuki, and then it doesn't really matter that she got honored. Wait a second, why are the honor totals? Wow, he bid 1 to 5. Is this really a 1-bid Phoenix deck? I mean, I guess he did have the Storehouse and the Forgotten Library. We see a Shrine Maiden going to find my Ancestor's Strength. Currently can't be played because he doesn't have any characters in his Dynasty discard pile. So let's see if he has a card to play on defense here to try and prevent this break. You definitely want to prevent the break if you can. Shameful Display plus Forgotten Library is pretty big value. But let's see what he has. He has another Shrine Maiden, that's good. It's going to find Supernatural Storm and Display of Power, that is pretty good as well. You can Supernatural Storm here twice for +2 with your Stronghold if you want. And we see a pass, so yeah, he is going to be able to prevent that break. So you definitely just pass here. Winning the conflict doesn't actually do anything. You just want to try to prevent the break. Ooh, he has Assassinate. That's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and Assassinate Tsuki. So that means that he can't honor her with this Water Ring now, and then he can't against the waves to stand her back up, etc. Oh yeah, winning straightens Tsuki. I forgot about that. That's a good point. Because he bowed her with the Benten's Touch, so winning would have actually unbowed her. So yeah, Assassinate even better there. He has seen both of them now. He only has 2 in the deck though. One of them got discarded by a Shrine Maiden, so no more Assassinates to worry about this game. So yeah, this Ethereal Dreamer just has the board now to do whatever it wants. Can go ahead and go for a Void Ring. You probably go Void, right? Next turn, Fushicho is going to be in the discard, and then you can Ancestor's Strength this thing. So, ooh, he's going to find Shameful Display as well. This is really good if Anatrona doesn't have another conflict character. Or like an Against the Waves or something. See, no defense. See if there's a card. You definitely don't want to let this break. If you can help it. So if you have Against the Waves, you could play that here, although I would have just played it before the conflict. That does take up your last fate as well, so if your opponent has Against the Waves, then you can just counter it. We see a Cloud the Mind. Ooh. So this actually doesn't work. You treat the printed text box as though it were blank, but the Ethereal Dreamer's ability is a reaction that gives it a buff during that phase. So blanking the text box just makes it so she can't use the reaction. If she's already used the reaction, then it doesn't do anything. It has 3 fate on it though, so this will be sticking around for a couple more turns. We see the Clarity of Purpose. That is pretty good. So he's going to get in 2 conflicts with this Ethereal Dreamer now. See a pass. So Void Ring will go off on the Fire Tensei Initiate. And then I expect the next string to be... Do you go Earth or Air? Probably Earth, right? Because if you go Earth, you can just keep bidding 1. I mean, you're going to do that anyway, I guess. I don't know. We'll see which one he picks. I think you should go Earth, but we'll see. What are the provinces here? Frostbitten Crossing, Manicured Garden, Upholding Authority. So you're actually fine with hitting anything except for Manicured Garden, which is kind of unfortunate, but still not a big deal. Ooh, he does hit Manicured Garden, so yeah, that's the worst one to find here. But should be fine. He did go for the Earth Ring there. Seems good. Whoops. Yeah, so Seeker of Air means he actually gets 2 fate here. So if he has a Display of Power in hand, this is actually bad now. If he doesn't, then you're fine, but that would be unfortunate. How many Display of Powers are in the deck? 3. Yeah, 3 in both decks, actually. So yeah, he has to hope he doesn't have it here. See the pass. Ooh, he does have Display of Power. Yeah, so, I mean, at least you didn't go for the Air Ring. That would have been probably worse there. Display of Power is going to hit a Hawk Tattoo. Guess that's okay. And then you discard the Fushicho, right? There's an Embrace the Void on the Ethereal Dreamer. Seems good. You discard the Fushicho to turn on Ancestor's Strength. And I wonder if he'll discard the Solemn Scholar or not. Anatrona is actually going to get the favor, though, despite losing 2 conflicts to 1, thanks to the Display of Power. And does have Conjo District in the deck, so hitting Conjo District on one of these Unbroken Provinces would actually be really strong right here. Still down a few fate, though, so we'll see what happens. We do see a keep on the Solemn Scholar. No Conjure District. There's a Forgotten Library, though. So it seems like there's not really an excellent buy here for Anatrona. The Mia Mystic is actually not terrible. Can take care of this, Embrace the Void. Inquisitive Ishika is I don't know, it doesn't seem great here. On the other side, we have, we're going to see Uona with 3 fate, so she's not going anywhere. Yeah, this fate lead is pretty massive here, and probably just going to continue to grow unless something can be done about it. Let's see what he plays. We do see the Ashika has enough fate left to play the Mystic if desired. Forgotten Libraries, they both bid 1. And we're going to see... Yes, we didn't buy the Mystic there. Wait. What happened to the Passing Fate? Oh, he was first player, so he got it, sure. So, Fire and Air have Fate on them. Both seem pretty good. Void is not great. Water is not good. Earth is pretty much always good. But yeah, I would definitely want to go Fire or Air. I actually like Fire to dishonor the Ashika. Seems good. He's going to go Air, though. Uona can just bow the Ashika, I guess, as long as he has an Air card. So that should be fine. It's going to attack this Manicured Garden. I kind of feel like we're just waiting for one of the players to draw in against the waves. And then they're just going to bow everything on the board. Manicured Garden gains a Fate. This is an air conflict, so both players can play Cloud the Mind here for 0 Fate if they have one in hand. I would strongly consider clouding Uona here. Clouding the Ashika is bad because then you can't bow her with Uona's ability, since she isn't in the conflict. Maybe that's what he was hoping, is that she would defend and then he could bow for free. Ooh, we see Kosori at home with 2 Fate. So that's going to add another 2 skill and mean that this is breaking. If you have it against the waves, you can bow Kosori here. you're gonna lose 2 honor here unless you have the display of power. Display of power would be good, but I mean not like the best thing in the world. You still lose 1 and then you gain 2, so you're up to 6. And it costs you 2 fate and a card, so if you have to do it though, then yeah, we do see the display power, but yeah, that is going to mean the break there, so that Forgotten Library will get discarded. And now, unless... so yeah, Anatrona needs to get another fate here if there's another display of power in hand, or won't be able to play it this turn, which means that the other player will be free to attack whatever ring they want. Still has to watch out for this Uona ability as well. Chooses to pass their conflict opportunity. Interesting. So, let's see, what do you attack now? Yeah, I like fire, like I said earlier. You get the fate, so you just have to hope that you don't hit for, what is it, Frostbitten Crossing here. Hello, Box the Fox. Sending the Ethereal Dreamer, actually that's fine, because if he kills the Embrace the Void, then he kills the Cloud also with Frostbitten, since it discards all the attachments. Guessing the other stream ended. Yep, looks like it. Was a weird game. Win for... Really, the Dishonored Dragon won that game. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I saw the start of it. He was running like the... He was running that one weird dragon province that boosts your province strength at the cost of honor. That's interesting. Master Alchemist is an amazing Dishonor card. Yeah, that's true, actually. Seems like a fast game here, yeah. This game might be over pretty quickly. Ooh, we do see the Cloud the Mind on Uona. So, wait. That cost him a fate, right? Why didn't he play that during the air conflict? That would have been free. I'm not really sure about that. So the defender has 3 skill now, and you can't bow the, what's it called? The Inquisitive Ashika with an air card. So you need some kind of political buff, but you can't play an attachment because you're at Frostbitten Crossing. So yeah, this is kind of tough actually. Against the Waves would be good. Supernatural Storm would be good. We actually do know that he has Supernatural Storm in hand, so I would probably just play that. He's going to play Benton's Touch, so that's fine as well. Yeah, Frostbitten Crossing. Definitely don't see that every day. Must not be playing Dragon Splash. One of the players is. This player is playing Dragon Splash. The other player is playing Lion Splash. No, yeah, so I was surprised about that. Neither of these decks are actually running Charge. Both of them are running Fushicho. I was pretty surprised by that. The player on the top here is running Lion Splash for the Ancestor's Strength. We saw Court Games. Here's the Supernatural Storm. But yeah, I'm surprised that neither of them are running Charge. Yeah, it's definitely odd. They're both running Against the Waves as their restricted list card. We haven't seen any of those played yet. Looks like they just haven't drawn them. It's been a low bid game. The Swedish player on the bottom here flipped a library and a storehouse on turn 1 and just bid 1 right out the gate. Ooh, we do see the Ancestor's Strength get played. You can replay the Storm here. So the problem with Ashika is that he hasn't used her ability yet, so she's essentially just a 3-cost 2/2 Shugenja, which is like bad, right? Like I said, he could have played this Cloud the Mind during the first conflict, which was air. He would have been able to save a fate that way, but for some reason chose not to do it. So, yeah, Inquisitive Ashika, not really the best card for the 3-cost slot, unless you get a lot of use out of the ability. Still deciding if he wants to play the Storm again, I guess. I think I would play it, right? I guess you're not getting the favor. If you play it, you're just getting the firing. So I don't know. He is going to play it again, it looks like. But yeah, it's forcing him to spend another card here, or he's going to get dishonored. So seems good. And there's currently nothing that he can use his stronghold for. So yeah, he is going to win that conflict. Firing will dishonor the Ashika here. But favor will stay on this side, so if he can find Kanjo District here, then that would be pretty good. Phoenix Civil War, but I'll cheer for the guy with Path of Man. I didn't realize one of them had Path of Man. Wow, yeah. Haven't seen that played either. Paths of Man, yeah. Definitely pretty interesting decks here. Again, one of the players just really needs to draw a Supernatural Storm, or not a Supernatural Storm, against the Waves. I think that would really swing this game in their favor. Wow, did he keep Fushicho? I don't agree with that. I think you should definitely discard that and dig for Kanjo. Because you're not going to play it here, right? You probably play Tsuki, and then he plays, like... Who do you even play here? Add up to the Waves, I guess, yeah. Yep, there's the Tsuki with 3 Fate. So you could just pass here. Depends on what's in your hand. Yeah, we do see the pass. I would consider playing Solemn Scholar here. He's been sitting in... Yep, we do see that. He's been sitting in your province for the whole game. Kind of like... At this point, you might as well just play him. You do have to watch out for the display of power, but there are only going to be 5 cards in his hand here unless he bids higher. So not a huge chance that he has it. There's only 1 left in his deck. He's already played 2. We see, yep, 1 bids on both sides. Yeah, that is definitely a huge board. I don't think they can bid 5 factorial. That is what, 20, 60, 120? Yeah, you can't bid that high. They could bid 5 though. Yeah, the Swedish player on the bottom here has had this Forgotten Library the whole game, and also had a Storehouse on turn 1. That's, wow, that's the only card in his discard pile. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, so he's just been bidding 1 the whole game here. And it seems like it's been working out for him. He basically just plays 1 character each turn, or 1 character on the first turn, and then 2 characters each turn after that, with just a lot of fate on them. So his board is just a lot bigger here. Yeah, Fate Management Masterclass, definitely. He also, yeah, no assassination really hurts. That's true. You definitely can't play like these characters with 3 fate on them if your opponent has an assassination in the deck. Someone read my article, The Big Board Manifesto, yeah. Yeah, Phoenix would love to big fate 2 small guys all the time. Yep. It's 2 sentences. Yeah, so knowing that there's no assassinate in his opponent's deck, he can just load up his board with small guys with a bunch of fate. Big boards are the best, go wide all the time. Yeah, sure. Seems good. But yeah, the other player here did have 2 assassinates. One got discarded by a Shrine Maiden, but he was able to use the other one pretty effectively, and then got a Voidering off on turn 1 as well. So his opponent's entire board cleared, despite putting 1 Fade on 2 characters. Did he use those 2 assassinates? He used one of the assassinates. Like I said, the other one got discarded by a Shrine Maiden. We see a Voidring here at the Shameful Display. So yeah, you have to defend this, right? I can't imagine not defending this. We do know that he has a Display of Power in hand. He hit one off of a Shrine Maiden earlier and has not played it yet. But you can't really let Shameful Display break here, and getting the Shameful Display trigger is like really good. So yeah, I think you have to defend. This is Void. What Void cards can you play that cost Fate? Would go 5. He has the board and some extra cards. He could break Stronghold now. Yeah, I agree. I think he should bid 5 here. Just get a ton of cards and go for the Stronghold break. Let's see, what province is under the Stronghold? It is Rally to the Cause. Yeah, so I think you should just do that. Like, you're a lot closer to that than you are to dishonoring him, so... Ooh, we see Clarity of Purpose, so that's really good. That's going to prevent any kind of, like, Against the Waves or anything to bow this Tsuki. And then you just Shameful Display. We could see Ancestor's Strength. That actually would not be enough to win. Yeah, this is looking tough for top Phoenix. I might as well just call him top and bottom Phoenix, because I don't really want to try to pronounce the names every time. Yeah, there's even a blank 4 strength province open, that's true. The Frostbitten Crossing just doesn't really do anything here. I don't think... I mean, Frostbitten Crossing is not the worst province in the game, right? It's pretty good against, like, Crab or Dragon. But I think it's just not good enough to run. Bottom Phoenix is on top, yeah. Like, there are so many situations where this province just literally does nothing, and you could have Fertile Fields drawing you a card every time they attack it. So I think it's not good enough. Because there are some clans, like Phoenix doesn't play a lot of attachments. Crane doesn't play a lot of attachments. Lion doesn't play a lot. I guess Scorpion doesn't play a lot either, so that's a pretty good amount of clans that just you aren't gonna have too much to hit. Both players play Ashika. Yeah, I'm not really sure on the Ashika. Yeah, and that's the other thing that I was about to mention, as Johnny points out. When they cloud your guy, if they use Frostbitten Crossing on that character, it's going to discard the cloud. Like, if he tried to discard the Embrace the Void on the Ethereal Dreamer, it would discard the cloud also, which would be fine on that character, because it wouldn't do anything immediately, but... Yeah, so that just makes it worse. So yeah, I think Frostbitten Crossing is just not good enough to run. In my opinion. Ishika is very bad at Mirror Match when the bot loses the game. Yeah, we haven't actually seen the Ishika's ability do anything yet, I think. He actually had a chance to use it for this Cloud the Mind, but didn't play it during the conflict for some reason. But yeah, it's definitely pretty bad in the Mirror Match. And not really very good in general, I think. Like, it just doesn't... The ability just doesn't do enough to justify the low stats. But yeah, I don't know. for both players, so you go water and play all your Against the Waves for free. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, again, I mean, I guess just because it's such a low draw game here, both players not really finding the Against the Waves or other spell cards to play. So it hasn't really done too much this game. She can be great if you build around her. She can open up your entire hand in a water conflict. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. If you build your deck around the Ashika, then she's probably good. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth it still. Terrible with low hand sizes. Yeah, that's really the problem this game. I mean, I guess since both players have low hand sizes, then it's fine. But yeah, also in the mirror match, it's just not good. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like it that much. I think they're just better cards to run. Wow, we do see the Ancestor's Strength here. Again, that doesn't give him enough strength to win the conflict since he is dishonored. He will need to play another card. We see a pass and a pass. Wow. So that's a big mistake, right? Oh, wait, no, he is winning. Wait, did I miscount? Yeah, I think I miscounted. Oh, he has favor. Okay. So it was 4 on defense and then 4 plus 1 on attack. Never mind. Don't worry about me. Yeah. Yeah, she goes air, she gets clouded for free, and then your cloud costs 1, yeah. Soul Beyond Reproach plus Serene Warrior. That would be pretty sick. But yeah, we are just going to see him attack for free at this Frostbitten Crossing. Again, there is 1 display of power left in the deck. If he has it, I think he'll definitely want to play it here to prevent the Solemn Scholar's ability from being turned on. He is going to go for the Earth Ring here. So, skill 5. I like sending 2 characters because if you only send 1, then you can potentially get like Against the Waves and then you just don't even win, I guess. But yeah, again, you can just send the Ethereal Dreamer here because if he uses Frostbitten Crossing, you're only losing 1 fate off of that attachment, and you get rid of the Cloud the Mind, so it's fine. We see a Walking the Way. Ooh, if he finds Kanjo District, that would be pretty good. Again, I think he should have discarded the Fushicho last turn to try to find it. But if he hits it off this Walking the Way, that's really good. Let's see what he finds. The bottom Phoenix player here is actually not running Kanjo District, which is a little bit surprising to me. I'm not really sure why. Like, you should just literally always have that card in every Phoenix deck, right? It's just too good to not have. It's like Karada District. You have to run it pretty much. We see a disconnect there. Looks like he reconnected though. Discards Ethereal Dreamer, replacing it with Tsuki. So yeah, didn't find anything there. play Satoshi or die trying to find Kanjo. Yeah, I mean, I think most Phoenixes don't play Satoshi, right? Because he doesn't really synergize with their deck at all. They want to have more Shugenja and stuff. They basically just rely on flipping Kanjo naturally, which is fine. Like, you still run it in your deck, right? Because it's just such a good card. You don't care if you're not going to see it every game. Ooh, we see a Hawkdetu on the Adept of the Waves, and this is actually really, really strong. Because it means that he can't display power this. You're not winning now, though. Or you're not breaking, rather. So you won't break Stronghold this turn unless you play another card to get the break here. You should be able to get favor though, right? Because one storm, yeah, if he has one storm, then he's just fine. That would bring him up 5 more skill, which is a lot, last time I checked. Reckon he doesn't have it? Yeah, I mean, if he had it, he would just play it, right? This is what happens when you needlessly bid 1 all game, yeah. Oh, wow. That's insane. He hits Display of Power on the discard, so not only did he have Display of Power in the hand, he got the discard on it. That's the best Earthring discard I think I've ever seen. Because now that's all 3 displays in the discard, so you don't have to worry about that for the rest of the game. And if he plays any conflict character here, you can just bow it with Solemn Scholar. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. That Hawkdetu really did its job there. So now you can't go Void, unfortunately, because it's already been claimed. So you just go Fire? I like Fire. I would go, it's military, so I would go Military Fire with these 2, just leave Solemn at home, because why not? And then dishonor that Adept over there, break the Frostbitten Crossing. Unfortunately, you won't be able to poke Stronghold this turn, but that should be fine. Fire on his Adept, yeah, I think that's the play here. Ooh, he's gonna go Water. That gives him a Fate, but it doesn't really do a whole lot else. So I'm not really sure about that. Ooh, and it lets his opponent play a Feral Ningyo. I think this is a pretty big mistake, actually. And we see the pass. So, I mean, he will get the favor, but he missed a pretty good opportunity to go for Fire there. I'm not really sure about that decision. Fate baited, yeah. Yeah, the Fate on the ring, like, literally doesn't matter, though, because you're going to be first player next turn, and it'll have 2 Fate on it. So it's actually even worse to go for Water. Yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty bad. I guess you do get to honor Solemn Scholar, but that's not really that big. So yeah, I think that was a mistake. Not a huge mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. That Feral Ningyo will go back into the deck. So if he finds Kanjo District now, he's just going to be really sad because he finally lost the favor. He's had the favor the whole game up until now. But he prevented any breaks from happening that turn, at least. So maybe you actually keep Fushicho. Yeah, I think you do. There's not really much to bring back with it, but it's still a 6/6, so it's like, it's fine. You have a ton of fate, so you could even put some fate on it maybe and hope you find an Azunami here. Does not find one. Ooh, and there's a couple of Tadakas, so you definitely play Tadaka with a bunch of fate. Yeah, Tadaka is going to be a huge pain here. Yeah, so I think that bottom Phoenix should be able to win this. He's got to win now, right? Yeah, surely this is over. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, plays Fuchicho with no fate. I would have considered putting a couple fate on it just because it's a 6/6 and you have nothing in your discard pile that's really that great to bring back right now. See if you can find like an Azunami next turn. But yeah, it's pretty likely that we just see the stronghold break this turn anyway. So unfortunately, he does have two characters with dashes, which is not great against Rally. See the path there. Can play Tsuki still. I would consider that. I think that's pretty good. Like, I would probably just buy all my characters here. You're not going to get to play a lot of events because of Tadaka. So yeah, there is Tsuki. Wow, one thing I just noticed, I just looked at the chess clocks, and they've both used like exactly the same amount of time almost. That's kind of interesting. Wow, so bottom player keeps bidding 1, top player is gonna raise his bid to 3. Yeah, I think you should just bid 5. Like you're gonna break the stronghold, right? So you just bid 5, you look for your against the waves so you can like do multiple attacks with Tadaka and stuff. No reason not to, really. You're still ahead on honor too, so I don't know. I mean, I guess he keeps the honor pressure this way at least, but I don't know. So we see Tadaka attack the Frostbitten Crossing by himself. Gonna go for the Fire Ring, interesting. Just think about how good swinging water would be here if it had 2 fate on it. Yeah, that's exactly why he should have not gone water last turn. Because you're going to be first player here. It would have 2 fate. You could just attack water and bow like Fushicho. That would be so good. So yeah, mistake there. Not leaving that watering up last turn. Ooh, there's a Legion of 1 on Suki. Gonna bring the defender up to 7 strength, so that is preventing the break. Stronghold hasn't been used yet this turn. You can honor Tadaka. Bow the Dreamer, honor Tadaka seems good. That won't put you at enough skill to break though. So, yeah, I mean, again, this is why you should just bid 5, like, draw a Supernatural Storm and then just break everything. Ooh, he drew the Supernatural Storm anyway, though. Ooh, he has the Against the Waves. Okay, that's pretty good. That's actually going to put him in a winning position here on defense. So you could just play the Supernatural Storm again. He's going to play his own Against the Waves. That's good as well. What world is this where you bow Ona over to Tadaka? Yeah. I mean, it's the world where she got a +5 Supernatural Storm, right? 7 to 5. Yeah, Supernatural Storm. Yeah, so that is going to be the break there. Again, if that had been the watering, bowing this Fushicho, that would be pretty good. But it is the firing. Just going to dishonor that Adept of the Waves there. So watering actually looks pretty good for top Phoenix now. You can unbow and honor Tsuki. If he attacks here, he loses. Well, yeah, probably. I think what you can do, though, is you can go... No, he just passes. So you could have used Adept of the Waves on himself and then do, like, Military Water. That at least forces him to defend with somebody, I guess. Like, are you going to be able to defend this attack? Ooh, he doesn't have the... He doesn't have an Against the Waves to unbow Tadaka. So I guess that does give you a chance. I like leaving the naive student at home. since he's probably just going to get bowed anyway by the rally to the cause. If you send these two, that is 4, 5, 6. It's 6, 6, right? Because you have the favor. Yeah, so either way you have 6 skill here. Yeah, Against the Waves is in the discard, so if he had attacked, he would have been able to unbow the Tadaka. That's true. Didn't necessarily know that there wasn't one in hand, but pretty good chance, I guess. You still have the Supernatural Storm here, so you could get up to 11. Yeah, even if somehow he doesn't break here, his opponent's entire board will be clearing. Yeah, so he just wins next turn anyway. He is going to go for the air ring here. This is political. So if you have court games, you keep it on political, I guess. You can't play it though because of Tadaka, so never mind. Like, you just lose, right? I don't know if there's any way that he can not lose right now. You can switch to military, then you have 7. Yeah, he does switch to military, so he'll have 7 skill here. He could play an Ancestor's Strength. That would bring him up to 13. So if he has that, he has a chance, maybe. We see the pass. Let's see if he plays the Supernatural Storm. That doesn't quite give you the break, actually. Your opponent's whole board is going to be bowing here, though. Yeah, 7 is enough based on board. He will need another card in his hand here. If he has a, what do you call it? If he has a Kaito Kosori in hand, that would be pretty good. Could play that at home and then storm, and then he would basically need the Ancestor's Strength, and then he would still lose anyway. The conflict, that is. We do see the Supernatural Storm here, so it looks like he probably doesn't have that. So he's only winning by 4. I actually don't know if you spend the Supernatural... Oh, he had one in his hand. Why did he... Wait. Oh, he had one in his hand. Now he can box for the other one. Okay. He's got to have something. Otherwise, yeah, I would not be surprised if he has Ancestor's Strength in hand based on the fact that he sent this Initiate. I guess he could have just been, like, trying to bait it, though, to get his opponent to play more cards. We do see the second Supernatural Storm, so this is where he has to have exactly Ancestor's Strength. Ooh, he does have it. So that is going to prevent the break, unless there's another 2 skill here. Does Inquisitive Ishika make Kaido 1 less? It does, actually, yeah. It's any card that has a trait that matches an element, so yeah, that would make it cost 1 less. And it's actually only cost to play, not printed cost, so that wouldn't let you assassinate it. Not that that would matter here. We do see the airing to steal 1 honor, so 3 to 17 honor, and he's on province. Like, there's no way he doesn't win the game next turn, right? No way. Even works on attachments, yeah. Ooh, the Action Johnny game is starting. Hopefully this gets over pretty soon so I can see that. Man, that card is bad. What, the Ashika? I mean, I don't think it's very good. So who's he going to bring back with Fushicho? Like, there's not really anyone good to bring back, is there? Yeah, it's not great. Hmm. Looks like he's deciding right now. Puts Ethereal Dreamer into play. Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, yeah, he just loses this turn, right? There's no way. Ooh, he's down to 1 honor as well. He had 2 dishonored characters, yeah. I don't think there's any chance. Ooh, and he finds his 5-cost characters now after that Fushicho left play. So yeah, that's why I would have put at least 1 Fate on it, probably. To try and at least... Because you'd still have a 6/6 then, and you can at least wait until you hit one of these 5-cost guys. Tadaka's pretty good, but probably not going to be enough. Too little, too late. So 2 Fate add up to the waves, so yeah, you can go Covert Water now. Contingency plan for the win. Yeah, no contingency plan in his deck as far as I know, but that would be pretty cool. Yep, so they both bid 1. Like, I don't think there's anything you can do, right? I think what you have to do is use Ethereal Dreamer on the Water Ring and then attack water so he can't covert anybody. And then you can bow one of these boys if they don't defend. So just force them both to defend, seems good. I think that's what you probably have to do. You still lose though, right? Yeah, looks like that is going to be the play here. You probably just attack a face down province, right? Like, you don't want to get shamefuled when you have 1 honor. What are the provinces here? Before the Throne, Fertile Fields, Meditations. So yeah, you hope you hit Meditations. Before the Throne's probably fine, like he's not going to have anything to buff you, is he? So yeah, you just go face down province, hope you hit Meditations. We see the add up to the wave used. Not going to do anything, probably. Yep, so just attack a face down province here with the Water Ring. I would actually go political. That prevents Uona from defending. Plus favor, right? Ooh, fertile field, so it's actually the worst one to hit. A little bit unfortunate there, but yeah, definitely would have gone political here. Maybe he just wants them both to defend, I guess. That's fine. Just in case he didn't win somehow. You could just defend with neither, and then he only gets to bow 1 of them. Seems fine. Yeah, we see no defense pass. We do know that he has display of power in hand, so he could just play that here to prevent either of them from being bowed. Probably won't make a big difference, but I'd say it's worth it. If you had a way to bow the Ethereal Dreamer, that would actually be pretty good because the ring didn't bounce. But he can't play against the waves currently. Oh yeah, he passed. He forgot to use Fertile Fields. That's a mistake. So his opponent should 100% pass now, right? Yep. So he's going to win that. I think you should use Display of Power. Did he not? Like, you're going to win the game here, right? You might as well just use it. You have 5 Fate. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fine. You don't display that? You'll have to bow your guy. No, you can bow the Ethereal Dreamer. I mean, all it does is prevent him from bowing one of your characters, I guess, which is not huge. Yeah, it's a force resolve, but you just bow Ethereal Dreamer. The conflict hasn't ended yet, so she's not bowed from conflict resolution. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't really see too much of a reason to not do it. I guess it's fine because if you somehow don't break here, and then Tadaka tries to attack air or fire, you display that. He's going Earth. So Earth prevents... You should go air, right? This should always be air. Yeah. I don't know why you go Earth here. Earth turns on Solemn Scholar, but it's not like he's going to attack anyway, so... Yeah, this should just always be air. I mean, you're still... They see honor totals, right? Yeah. Hopefully they can see their honor totals. I guess you probably still break here, right? Yeah, it's a little bit odd. I think you should still break, though. Yeah, we see the pass. That's enough, right? 8-3, winning by 5. So that should be the game. If I'm not mistaken. Gonna drag it out a little more, though, it looks like. Okay, so I'm actually getting a little bit upset now. Like, I want to go. I want to go watch the Action Johnny game. Come on. Okay, thank you. Like, there's no reason. What? I don't even know what to say about that. Like, if you're breaking the stronghold and your opponent passes, you should literally always pass. Like, yeah, that's just BM, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, the shameful display flip there, getting the Forgotten Library on that was really big. So he did get some good luck early. But yeah, well played there. That is going to be a win for Sweden. That was the first game played in that series. Wow, it looks like they have 2 mirror matches. Unicorn versus Unicorn also. But yeah, Sweden is going to go up 1-0. yeah, not having assassinate was not ideal. So yeah, I'm gonna head over and watch the Action Johnny game. He's playing against Bill, I think, Careless Army. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and I think I'll probably be back later today with Action Johnny's Cup game as well, so that should be interesting. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.